are
Still ticking,
and loving life.
taking time out with our Prius.
Wow, look at that huge cloud hanging over the Ohio River. Simply amazing. We parked at the Portsmouth High School parking lot to take it all in. The water takes a long time to cool, so the water is much warmer than the frigid air directly above it. When the water evaporates, the air is so cold that the water vapor automatically condenses into a cloud. October 2020. We are knocking off a portion of the Ohio River Scenic Byway from our Ohio Scenic Byway bucket list. The entire Ohio River Scenic Byway spans 14 southern Ohio counties. The byway encompasses the entire length of the Ohio River, 452 miles. Starting west at the Indiana border on US 50, the route follows US 52, State Route 7, State Route 124, and State Route 39 to East Liverpool at the Pennsylvania border. On this day, we drove east out of the Shawnee State Park campground through Portsmouth on State Route 52. In this video, we drove as far as Ironton, Ohio, where we stopped to see the floodwall murals and the Ohio River up close. Then we crossed the Oakley C. Collins Memorial Cable Bridge for a short drive around the small river city of Russell, Kentucky. Sit back and enjoy the views of southern Ohio and the Ohio River. Ironton is the county seat of Lawrence County, Ohio. The Ohio Iron and Coal Company established the town for its workers in 1848. An abundance of coal and iron ore exists in the region, with the first iron being smelted in 1815. Of the Ohio River Flood Wall Mural Project, Ironton was the first city to place their paintings towards the Ohio River to be seen by the rivermen floating downstream. 1800s, the Ohio River became an important commercial route for Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana, and Illinois. Farmers and manufacturers sent their crops and finished products on flatboats and barges downstream to the Mississippi River and eventually on to New Orleans. Upon reaching New Orleans, freight was then loaded on ocean-going vessels for delivery to eastern seaboard ports like Philadelphia, New York, and Boston. This water route was much faster and less expensive than taking goods by wagon over the Appalachian Mountains. In 2016, the Oakley C. Collins Memorial Cable Bridge replaced the 1922 existing bridge that took you back and forth from Ironton, Ohio to Russell, Kentucky. This bridge cost $81.3 million to build and took from 2012 to 2016 to complete. Welcome to Russell, Kentucky, a small river city on the south bank of the Ohio River in Greenup County, Kentucky, directly across from Ironton, Ohio. This hilly site near the White Oak Creek and the Ohio River was chosen by a pioneer, Jeff Moore, in 1823 in order to provide protection from his camp against the attacks of the local American Indian tribes. Russell once was the home to the headquarters of Ashland Incorporated, a diversified chemical company. Today you will only find part of A.K. Steel's Ashland Works. Russell has a large railroad classification yard built by the Chesapeake and Ohio Railroad and now is owned and operated by CSX Transportation. We are
Still ticking.
and loving life.
Taking time out with our Prius.